Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about did Floyd Mayweather ruin boxing? Because I seen a comment. I was on a boxing scene.com. I seen some comment and somebody said something about Floyd Mayweather kind of ruined boxing and stuff like that because a lot of people was following his blueprint at the same time. And I just wanted to talk about this. And at the same time, I would say that, in my opinion I would say that, Floyd Mayweather, of course, did it on his own terms. He did it the way he wanted to do it. Of course he did. I mean, he looked at Oscar De La Hoya, and that's when he became, the cash cow, because Oscar De La Hoya was the cash cow first. Then Floyd Mayweather took that spot when he beat him, right? You know what I'm saying? And I know Oscar De La Hoya put him through some stuff too at the same time to get the fight with him. So he doing the same thing. I can understand it to a certain degree, right? You know what I'm saying? You do what people did before you at the same time. But everybody's their own man too. You can do it the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like when Earl Spence came out with the Mexican colors, I mean, at the same time, he had to accept it at the same time and choose to want to do that. I mean, of course, I think Al Hammond and Floyd Mayweather probably talked to him and stuff like that to advertise and to get more Mexicans come to the stadium and want to watch the fight. But at the same time, even if he didn't have in my opinion, even if he didn't wear the colors or not, they still would have turned out anyway because it was against another Mexican descent, Mikey Garcia, who was a technical fighter, who was a good fighter. Some people say he a great fighter, and then on top of that, like he had no losses. You know what I'm saying? So they would have turned out regardless anyway, the way they turned out, right? And I mean, of course, it was blacks and whites there too at the same time, but how many I don't know. But I know it's probably a lot of more Mexicans there too. But one thing is just the way they handle business, talking about they the A side and nobody don't want to get a loss at the same time, just like Canelo Alvarez doing, you know what I'm saying, as in well, not what he doing right now, as they don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade, but I already talked about that in my videos that I already uploaded to YouTube. But you know what I'm saying, the way his career is moving to at the same time, carefully, everybody is trying to chip off their blueprint. I can see just doing a little bit of what Floyd Mayweather do, but do it your own way too at the same time. So you can say you did that. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather that didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You your own man, like Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder, and everybody's having their own promotional company. In like I think Bomb Squad promotion, like what's that, Lions Only promotions, the Chalo Twins, Errol Spence, Man Down Promotions, and Sean Porter Promotions. Excuse me. But I think it was good and bad at the same time, as in to do it like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, of course, he said he was a businessman too at the same time. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather did look at Oscar De La Hoya too, but Floyd Mayweather took it to a whole different level. I'm talking about, instead of getting 30 million, he got like 100 million, like 200 million, even I think close to 300 million. He did it. He took it to a different level, and I don't think that's bad. I don't think nobody else in boxing would say that's bad. But at the same time, of course, I can see that. I can understand what Earl Spence is doing, as being want to be the A side, as in try to grab the other two belts, and everybody talking about he's scared of Terence Crawford, which I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get a big percentage in that fight between Terence Crawford, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Floyd Mayweather came up with that. I'm the A side, you know what I'm saying, and I'm the one I'm the one bringing the pay-per-view. I'm the one bringing the pay-per-view buys, which Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder's, and then Manny Pacquiao. Don't forget Manny Pacquiao too at the same time, because he did, I think, 500,000 with Keith Thurman, or four. I think it was 500,000. I think it was 400,000 with Adrian Broner, and then 500,000 with Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Manny Pacquiao got his own promotional company. You know what I'm saying? And this was due because of Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather. Then the other people coming right along. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think he ruined boxing. I mean, if you're gonna ruin boxing, you're gonna do it yourself at the same time. You know right from wrong, and you need to travel your own path. Of course, you're gonna take a little bit of what somebody else did. That's just in the rap game. I mean, just when T-Pain came out and everybody wanted to use auto tune. You know what I'm saying? I mean, use a little bit here and there, but then go your own path and do it the way you want to do it. You want to remember you want to be remembered doing it the way you want to do it, instead of chipping off somebody else. You know what I'm saying? What they did. Of course, I mean, you do look up to a person who's the face of boxing, and who's making the most money. You know what I'm saying? That person must be doing something right. I mean, you would be some people might say, well, if you don't do it, I mean, you don't have to do it exactly like that person down to the T, but you is going to look up to that person and then take something from that person, what they did, especially the successful person, the person who's known in the sport or whatever in they field they are in, right? So at the same time, man, I think that it was. I don't think he killed boxing. I don't think he ruined boxing at the same time. I mean, everybody's grown, and you walk your own path. I mean, of course, take a little bit from the person who came before you, and especially if they were successful, and you know what I'm saying. But you don't have to do it exactly like them. Do it your way. I mean, just like Earl Smith could have used American colors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then everybody else is carefully moving around and trying to pick fighters so they know they can beat. I mean, I think that's been done from the time to through years and stuff like that to now. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Floyd Mayweather did it too at the same time, of course, but it can only take one punch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can really hurt you or knock you down, probably knock you out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, I think it's good and bad. I don't think he ruined boxing. Everybody, like I say, you walk your own path. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do it the way you want to do it to a certain degree, because you want to be remembered because of course, inside the ring and you did it the way you wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, man, what y'all think about what I'm talking about? Did Floyd Mayweather ruin boxing? Was it good and bad at the same time? What y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.